Mr. Panikkar, and to all my knowledgeable panelists and all the participants. I also would like to thank Chemtech for having me as part of this very important session. Unfortunately, I don't have a slide presentation, so I will just share my memories with all of you. Just to give a brief of our company, actually, just in 2-3 lines, I would say that we operate a state-of-the-art standalone dual feed based polymer plant, and we are based in Dibrugarh in Assam, and we have a capacity of 2.8 million tons of polymer per annum, which is around 2% of the national share. In terms of plant capacity, we are quite small, but we are the largest petrochemical plant in the Northeast, and we hold a market share of around 90% in the Northeast. We have been, our plant was commissioned in 2016, and we have been operating our plant at 100% capacity since the last 3 years, and we are also now looking at to further increase our capacity at least by 40% in the next 2 years, and also looking for product diversification. And all this is subject to, of course, availability of additional feedstock, and mainly from the Northeast. Coming specifically to petrochemicals, as we are all aware, as per the Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizers, the market size of chemicals and petrochemical sector in India was around US dollars 165 billion during 1920, and this by 2025, which will mean that we will need one additional cracker every year for the next 10 years. Now, the major petrochemical industries in India are broadly divided, as we all know, into 3 categories. One is basic petrochemicals, that is polypropylene, ethylene, butene, aromatics. Then we have the intermediate sector, where we have MEG, PTA, etc. And then we have the other petrochemical-based chemicals like methanol, formaldehyde, and etc. And together, if you see what we produce, the petrochemicals that we produce is close to around 40 million tons presently, annually. The crude to petrochemical integration, actually, what Mr. Panikkar was saying, is one of the important aspects of the Indian refinery and petrochemicals segment, actually. Unfortunately, our company is a standalone company, so we depend fully on the refineries for our feedstock, refinery and oil and gas players, because we need naphtha, we need natural gas as feed. And that is why we get our gas from oil and ONGC from their northeastern fields, and we get our naphtha from mainly from through NRL, that is Numaligarh Refinery Limited. As we all know, India has 11 crackers at present, with a total capacity of around ethylene capacity of around 7.5 million. And out of these 11 crackers, 3 are naphtha-based crackers, and 3 are dual feed, and the rest are gas-based. In the petrochemical sector, actually, flexibility of products is essential due to fluctuations in demand and margin levels. Flexible product portfolio can also facilitate feedstock price fluctuations and availability of and cost of energy and capital investment put together. Naphtha crackers offer more options to intermediate production with respect to basic petrochemicals and offer better margins to the company. On the other hand, gas crackers normally use ethane as feedstock, which offer higher yield of ethylene compared to naphtha. We believe a shift to multi-feed crackers will provide more flexibility to the players in terms of selection of feedstock, protection of margins, and also adoption to any changes according to market demands by adjusting the feedstock ratio. In the present scenario, due to the boom in shale gas production, which is basically a lighter ethane feed, can be easily processed in the cracker to get higher yield of ethane. Ethylene plants preferred feedstock has changed from liquid feeds to gas feeds over the past few years, mostly in North America. Besides the new plant, several crackers have incorporated changes to allow more flexibility for lighter feed processing like ethane, propane, etc. So with these flexibilities, actually, all plants are now gearing up to face multiple feeds and multiple both gas as well as liquid feeds. The main factor for the choice of route to produce a particular product is the availability of feedstock, which varies substantially between regions. Whereas crude oil has a similar price across the globe, natural gas prices can vary region to region. Ethane and naphtha, the principal feedstock used to produce petrochemicals in the world. And now we have new technologies like methanol to olefins, MTO as it is called, is now commercially viable, whereas more challenging transformation from methanol to aromatics, that is MTA, is still in the pilot plant stage. Mostly all MTO plants are located in China, where abundant coal resources are available. Despite of innovation and flexibility and technology superiority, not all routes are equally competitive in all the regions, and it is mostly dominated by the fossil fuels available in that particular region. For the production of petrochemicals, ethane crackers offer the cheapest route from a simplified cost perspective, but these units yield few products aside from ethylene. On the other hand, naphtha and MTO routes provide a more balanced slate of propylene, ethylene, and olefins. New technologies are coming up, such as naphtha catalytic cracking, that is NCC as it is called, which gives roughly 15% higher yields than conventional naphtha steam crackers. And the process requires nearly 25% less naphtha feedstock per unit of HBC produced, that is high value chemicals. However, the process is relatively new and complex and entails a higher level of investment. NCC has achieved marginal success in the present times, and in the Middle East and South Pacific respectively, around 3% of total HBC production is expected to be produced through NCC by 2050. Other new technologies for HBG production include BDH, that is bioethanol dehydration, and PDH, that is propane dehydrogenation. As Mr. Panikkar said, another important product that gains momentum in recent times is green hydrogen, and it is expected to play a significant role in the future. The main advantage of using hydrogen as fuel is its contribution towards green environment, and all petrochemical plants can supply hydrogen as it is formed during the cracking process. Coming to challenges in the challenges to the industry, there are challenges of feedstock, and pollution issues are also there, which need to be deliberated further for this as this industry progresses. These are all my thoughts which I thought I would like to share. Thank you for your patient hearing. Thank you.